Hello everyone, I am Arash. In this video we are going to learn about another control structure which is called the switch statement. Remember that we have developed an application that receives a number from the user and returns the word representation of that specific number, and we used the control structure if then else to implement that. In this video, we are going to continue working on the same problem and the same application. First, let me talk a little bit about two different English words, effective and efficient. Remember that while you are programming, you must think of these two different notions simultaneously. Effective means doing the right things, whereas efficient means doing the things right. I want you to spend at least a minute thinking about the difference. You see that we can complete this application by adding more else blocks to it, and it may be effective, however it's not going to be efficient at all. Let's use another control structure, the switch statement, to take care of the efficiency of this application. So this is how I'm going to make this application more efficient using that specific control structure called the switch statement. Let me first get rid of this section by changing it into comment. Now I'm going to use switch, and this is the variable that I'm going to investigate. So I copy this, paste it here, then case, and so if textbox1.text is equal to 1, I am going to ask my application to change the text of my second label to 1. So I copy this, paste it here, and then if this is the case, and if my application has already changed the text of my second label to 1, I am going to ask my application to stop investigating the whole thing using break. Now, I'm going to copy and paste this section multiple times. Paste, 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 paste. Now I'm going to change these values. 2, 2. If it's 3, then I want my application to print 3. If this is 4, I want my application to print out 4. If this is 5, I want my application to print 5. And I can continue doing the same thing. So I am going to type default. In case the number that my user has entered is not equal to 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, I am going to print that there is not a word representation of this number in my database yet. So I'm going to bring this line here, and I'm going to break the whole thing. And now let's run our application by pressing F5. So 1, 1. Change it to 2, 2. 3, 3. 4, 4. 5, 5. Now I expect my application to return that specific sentence if I enter 6 in this text box. So if I enter 6, there is not a word representation of this specific number in our database yet. If you even enter 1, 2, 3, 4, it is going to return the same text. There is not a word representation of this number in our database yet. Again, I enter 3, 3. Now I want to conclude this video with a question for you. Right now, this application covers 5 numbers, starting from 1 to 5. If I ask you to complete this application in a way that it covers 100 different numbers, starting from 1 to 100, what is the most efficient way to take care of that? Are you going to copy and paste these case blocks 100 times? Or on the flip side, can you think of a more efficient way to take care of that using these different control structures?